Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Join me with this exciting yoga power stretch. Beginning with focused stretches, we will pivot to more challenging strength postures. Power through this intermediate level yoga practice to build strength and endurance. So grab your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin on our backs, and we're going to have our knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and arms reaching down towards the feet, and the palms down. Just relax on the floor here, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Feel your shoulders relaxing into the floor, into your mat. Just let go of all the tension in your body. And then we're going to start to bring very slow movement to the body, adjusting. So first start by walking the feet further away from the body, pushing your low back into the floor, and then walk the feet in a little bit closer. Again, reaching those fingertips towards your ankles or your heels. And then take your arms and you're going to bend your elbows and bring the backs of your hands to the floor like cactus arms. And just relax here. Feel that heart opening up. And now we're going to gently start to rock our knees towards the right and then back to center and to the left. And just start out with a small, short little rock side to side. You might feel a little massage across that low back, the top of the glutes. Continue rocking side to side. And each time you go side to side, the knees might get a little closer to the floor. You might get a little deeper stretch. One more time each side. And then you're going to come back to center. Again, relax here. You might feel a little less tension in the body. And then you're going to reach the hands down, grab hold of your right knee, and just pull it into the chest. Give it a squeeze. You're going to flex your right foot, and you're going to slide your hands behind your knee onto the back of the thigh, and then extend that right leg to the sky. And then bend the knee, hug it into the chest. Extend and release back down. Extend, pushing your heel up and then down. And then one more time, extend up and then down. Now as you come up for the last one, I want you to just hold it up and then rotate the ankle and relax your shoulders. And then change direction, rotate the ankle the other way. And then pull that leg a little closer towards your body, holding behind the thigh. Point and flex the foot. And then bend that right knee and place that foot back on the floor. And then we're going to hug the left knee into the chest. Flex the foot. Slide that foot up towards the sky and then back down, hugging it in. And then extend it up. Hands are behind the thigh. And then back down. Extend up, feeling that hamstring stretch, down and up, and then down. Now this time we come up, we hold it up, and just rotate that ankle, and change direction, and then feel that leg just pulling it a little closer to the body, stretching out through that hamstring, and then go ahead and bend the knee, and place that foot back on the floor. Now you're going to pull your right knee back into the chest. This time we're going to straighten out the left leg to the front of the mat. Go ahead and flex both feet. Now you're going to continue holding on to the right knee and shin right where that knee is and where the shin comes up and connects to the knee with the right hand. Left hand, you're going to reach for your ankle or your foot and start to pull that right foot with your left hand over to the left side of the body. And just a little press on that knee and towards the chest, towards the middle of the chest, and then lift and lower that foot, just gliding it gently up and down. So you're probably going to feel the stretch in your right glute. Find a good tension point, probably right in the middle, and gently pull that foot, almost like you're going to pull the right foot towards your left armpit. And now breathe, and also give a little extra push onto that knee, pushing it kind of towards the middle of your chest. It's a good sciatic stretch. And then we're going to release, hug that knee back into the chest. Take that right hand, slide it under the knee, make a fist, and then gently just draw it open to the right side, keeping your left hand on your left hip. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, come back to center. Place that right foot on the floor and hug your left knee into the chest. Now while you're holding the left knee, now you can straighten out the right leg to the front of the mat, flexing that foot. You're going to continue holding on to the left knee with your left hand. Take your right hand, reach it towards your ankle or your foot, flexing at the ankle. You're going to gently use your left hand, push the knee towards the center of your chest, and then pull that foot towards your opposite, towards the armpit. So left foot to the right armpit, and then gently draw that foot up and down, just a small movement. Feeling that stretch in that left glute. Find your breath. Find a nice tension spot where you can just hold and breathe, feeling that nice stretch. If you have sciatic issues, you might be feeling this. Make sure you can wiggle your toes, another breath. And then we're going to come back to center, release the foot. Take your left hand, wrap it underneath your left knee, make a fist, and then use that arm to pull that leg, just that bent knee out to the left side, right hand on your hip, flexing that right leg. Just feel those hips opening up. And then we're going to bring that knee back to center, bring that hand out from underneath, place the foot flat on the floor. Go ahead and bring your right knee in, place both feet flat, reach your fingertips towards your heels or your ankles. And you're going to gently press into the feet, lift to a bridge, lengthening through the spine, keep the knees in alignment. And then slowly lower those hips all the way back down. Go ahead and take your right ankle, place it across your left thigh, open up that knee. Hands are on the floor, shoulders walk away from the ears, single leg bridge, pushing up into the left foot, lifting those hips. Noticing the difference, how that feels with one leg instead of two. And then lowering those hips all the way down. We're going to uncross that right foot, place the left ankle over the right thigh, open up that knee, and let's try this side. Single leg bridge, lifting the hips, lifting that left glute, making sure it's not dropping down as you push through that right foot. And then slowly lower the hips all the way back down. Now you can hug your knees into your chest. Now you have the option, you can turn to your side to come up, or you can roll all the way up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cross the feet, and we're going to transition straight to our tabletop, coming to hands and knees. So go ahead and spread out the fingertips. You're going to look down at your thumbs on the ground. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to do something a little different here. I want you to take your chin, and I want you to pull it in and upward, like your back of your head is pushing to the sky. And then let your chin go towards the earth. Feel the shoulders shift, and then pull the chin up and back. So you're also moving through those shoulder blades, and then back down. Feel the shoulder blades come together as your chin pushes forward, and then pull your chin in and up as the shoulder blades open up. Do one more, and then come back up. Good. Now from here, Tuck your chin, round your back, push into the tops of the feet. Nice exhale, cat stretch. And then inhale, cow. Lift the head, arch the back, lift the tailbone. And cat, cow again, arch and round. And inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And then find your neutral spine, so you're looking at your thumbs on the floor, spreading out those fingers. You're going to take your right arm, extending it to the front of the mat, left toe towards the back, flex the foot, lifting that leg straight up, extended tabletop. And just feel that core warming up. Turn your right palm down towards the mat, reach it out to the right side, point your left toe, hold it out to the left, and then bring it back to center, thumb up, and then rotate back to the sides, and back to center, and last one, out to the sides, back to center, and then hands and knees to the floor, and go ahead and switch sides. So left hand forward, right leg back, turn your palm to face the floor, reach the left arm to the left side, and reach the right leg out to the right, and then back to center, and then out to the side, back to center, out to the side, one more, up and out, and then extend it front and back of the mat, extended tabletop and hold, and then release. Hands and knees to the floor. We're going to warm up and move a little bit more through the shoulders. So you're going to take your right forearm and you're going to place it on the mat all the way down, crosswise. So your right fingertips are reaching the left side of the mat. You're going to take your left arm and you're going to open it up. Reach it as high as you can, just opening. You might not go very far. I don't go very far. Then you're going to take that hand, you're going to place it on top, in front of, closer to the front of the mat, the other forearm. And then you're going to take that right arm and reach it up. And then you're going to replace it on top, closer to the front, and lift and open. And then reverse it. Place the left one below, closer to the body, lift and open. And then take the right one, place it below, lift and open. Now this left one's going on top again, lift and open. And then the right one on top, lift and open. Now taking the left one under, lift and open, and the right one under, lift and open. Excellent. Now go ahead and bring the hands flat down on the floor. Come back to tabletop. Really think about pulling your shoulders away from your ears and the crown of your head reaching to the front. Feel that stretch in the neck. Now you're going to take your toes together and your knees apart, and you're going to slide to Balasana, child's pose. When you come down, belly between the thighs, walk the palms together. Draw your forehead to the mat, bringing your thumbs toward your neck and pressing your elbows into the floor. So you're getting a little extra stretch, again, through the shoulders. And breathe. Feel that nice stretch. One more breath. And then you're going to take the hands, you're going to reach them out front as far as they can go, and you're going to transition slowly to your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. So gently lift those hips, send those feet back, knees are soft. You can walk your dog, pedal at your feet, stretching everything out, and then melt into your downward facing dog, pressing into your fingertips and your palms, pull your shoulders away from the ears, looking at your toes or your knees. And always keep the knees soft because you never want to feel this in your low back. So I'm going to give you some movement variations. Feel free to take them. You're going to walk your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. And then you're going to drop both your hips to the right and pivot onto the edges of your feet. And then just lift Do a little lift and lower with that hip. Feel that stretch through the left side of the body. And then we come back to center, and then you're going to drop your hips to the left, go onto the inside edge of your right foot and outside edge of your left, and just do a little lift and lower. Feel that stretch in that right side of the body. And then we're going to come back to center and just hang out here and breathe. And now we're going to draw that right leg up, three-legged dog. And then you're going to bend the knee. And let's pull that right knee to the right elbow, finding your plank, and then sending it all the way back up. Taking a breath, and you're going to bend the knee and pull it across diagonally. Nice little twist to your left elbow. And then send it back up. And then you're going to take that right foot, bend the knee, and bring it to the outside of your right hand. All the way to the right side. Now you're going to stay on your left hand, turn your right foot out to the right side of your mat, pivot again onto the left outside of your left foot, and then start to twist toward your right knee. So you're reaching your right hand back, you're on your left leg, maybe start to lower your hip towards the floor. Find your breath. And then bring the hand back to the floor, tuck the toe, step back to plank, and then just shift yourself all the way back to a downward facing dog. And find your breath. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Walk the feet a little further apart, and then drop both hips to the right again. Push those hips upward. Feel the stretch. And then come back to center. Let's try the other side. Drop the hips to the left. Push those hips upward. And just notice where you feel this. Maybe the armpit, maybe the sides of the waist or the hip. And then come back to center. And take your left leg up, three-legged dog. You're going to bend the knee. You're going to pull the knee towards the elbow, left elbow, and then send it back up. And then bend the knee, send it across the body to the right elbow. And then we're going back up, three-legged dog. And then you're going to bend the knee and bring that left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. And you can turn it open. Turn it out to the side. Let the knee fall open slightly. Staying on your right hand. Pivot onto the right outer edge of your foot. Reach your left arm back. Dropping those hips towards the floor. Feel that nice stretch. And breathe. One more breath. And then bringing the hand to the floor. Pivot back, finding your plank. And then from here, you're going to rock forward on those toes, chaturanga, lowering down nice and slow, and then all the way to the belly. Untuck those toes. And then slide those elbows under the shoulders, finding your sphinx. Pressing the palms into the mat, opening up that heart. Feeling that stretch in the belly. And then option to straighten the arms, going a little taller if this doesn't bother your back. And then we're going to slide the elbows out to the side, lower down. Good, hands next to the rib cage, tuck your chin, tuck your toes. Good, downward facing dog. Gently press up and back. And then walk your dog, pedal out your feet. Just loosening up those hips a little more. Let's bring the right leg up, three-legged dog. Press your left foot into the floor, bend your right knee. Start to draw that right foot over towards the left side of the body. Really opening up those hips, keeping the shoulders level. Now if you'd like to flip your dog to Wild Thing, you can. You can flip it back onto the foot. You can have the knees bent, or you can go straight. And then we're going to bring the hand back to the floor, extend back to three-legged dog. and then bring that right foot back down. Find your downward dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Let it out through the mouth. And then bring your left leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to bend the knee. Push your right heel to the floor. Pull your left foot over. Really opening up that heart. Option to flip your dog. Opening it up. And then we take that right hand back down. Extend it up, three-legged dog. And then feet to the floor. Separate your feet about hip distance and then roll your body forward to a full plank. Nice and strong. So we're getting some hip mobility here, and we're also strengthening the upper body. So we're going to rotate a couple options. We're going to do a side plank. Now, option to drop your right knee to the floor, kick it out to the side, and find your plank. Now, if you would like something a little more challenging, you can stack your feet or stagger, or you can even bring your bottom right leg forward and hold it above the floor, or you can point it and have it resting. Pushing those hips forward, embrace the shakiness, and then we'll bring that legs back, find your plank again, nice and strong. And then again, opposite side, option to lower your left knee, opening it up, making sure your hip is in front of the knee, or you can extend the leg stacked or staggered, or even bring that left foot forward. And it can be on the floor or lifted. And then we bring the legs back, find your plank. Now from here, you can be on your knees if you would like for this next one, but we're going to lower to our elbows. So you're going to place one elbow on the floor and then the other elbow, so you're in a plank. You're welcome to be on your knees or a full elbow plank. Now from here, we're going to do a side plank on the elbows. So you can lower your right knee, kick it out if you want. You're going to pivot your right elbow for support, so it's underneath the shoulder, lift up, or you can stack or stagger those feet. Lifting those hips, option to lift the left arm. You should be getting pretty warm here. Yoga, we're doing yoga for full body workout here, and then coming back to the elbows and the toes or the knees. It's up to you where you are. Make those variations that work for your body. Option to go to the left, pivot that left arm across the body or across the mat, or you can stack those legs, pushing those hips forward. Find your breath. Now we're going to come back to the elbows in an elbow toe plank, again being on the knees if needed. Start to lift the hips, walk your toes slightly in, press the palms, see if you can straighten out your arms. Find your downward facing dog. Now you're going to walk your toes forward, the middle of your mat, and then walk your hands backwards so you meet up with your feet. You're right in the middle of the mat. And just hang out here. You can hold your elbows, your feet are a little bit wide. You can sway side to side. Now we're going to bring your hands to your hips, bend the knees, and start to come up nice and tall. Lift up, hands on the hips. Look diagonally up in front of you and open up that heart. Feel the elbows pulling back. Find your breath. Soften the toes. And then find your neutral spine. Let your arms relax out to the side. Find your mountain. Now you're going to turn and you're going to find the side of your mat and take a step wide, either way. Either side of your mat. And the toes are out. And then extend those arms all the way out, and then palms reach the floor. Good. There's a slight angle at those toes, and then you're going to bend the knees. Get those knees nice and wide. Relax the toes. Good. And then bend the elbows. Find your goddess. And open up that heart. Let's build heat in those legs now. Upper body's nice and warm, the core is warm. Let's work the legs, bring the palms and elbows together, and then open back up. Extend the arms out to the sides. Bring your right elbow over the left. Eagle arms, up and down. Option for hands on the shoulders, elbows stacked. If you have any shoulder issues, that feels better. Don't let those knees collapse in. Open them up, and then extend the arms wide. Take the opposite arm, left over right. Eagle arms or hands stacked. Moving through these postures. And then extend the arms out to the side. Find your goddess. See, even go a little lower. Are your legs getting warm, hopefully? Now you're going to extend the arms out to the side, rise up. You're going to turn your, whichever way you're facing, turn towards the back of your mat. Left foot, I'm turning my left foot towards the back, turning my right, and then bend into the knee. Find your warrior two. Option to bend and straighten the knee. See if you can get a little deeper into it. Relax the shoulders. We're going to do both sides, so look over those fingertips towards the back of your mat. And then breathe. Feel the strength in your legs. Make sure your weight is balanced between the front and back. Turn your palm up. That's reaching towards the back. Reach towards your back thigh. Looking up at the hand at the sky. Option to reach your hand behind your back and hold on to the front thigh. One more breath. And then release the hands out to the sides. Straighten out the bent knee. Pivot the toe towards the side of your mat. Pivot your other toe towards the front of your mat. Bend into your front knee. We just switch sides, that's all. And again, adjust, maybe bend and straighten. Open up that heart. Shoulders relaxed. Now, flip your front palm up. Reach to the back thigh, reverse warrior. Option to look up, option to reach behind your back towards the front thigh. Inhale and exhale. Windmill it back, warrior two. Bend the elbows, turn the toes, pivot them back out to find your goddess. Might be a little easier now. You can get a little deeper, a little shift, side to side. Let's rise up on those heels, off the heels, onto the toes, lift the heels. And then back into the heels, lift the toes. Bring the palms and the elbows together. Toes down. Extend the arms out. Straighten out your right leg. Sliding into it, and then transition to the other side. One more time, shift back. Toe comes up in the front, straight leg, toe up. And then switch. And then bend both knees, hands to the floor. Let's walk the feet in. Bend both knees into a low squat. You're on the toes. Turn towards the front of your mat again. Place the hands down on the floor. Start to lift your hips and walk the feet towards your hands, forward fold. From here, you're going to take your right foot to the back of your mat. So you're in a low lunge. Feel free to use a block here if you need it. Now you're going to slowly rise up to a low crescent lunge. Using that leg strength, finding your balance. Bend the elbows, palms together, reach the thumbs towards your spine, elbows towards the sky. And then reach the hands to the floor. Good, bring that back foot forward, forward fold. And then bend the knees, take your left foot, step it back, find your low lunge. Again, using those blocks if needed. Pushing into that front right heel, lifting to your crescent. One side might be easier than the other. Bringing the palms together, bend the elbows, push your elbows to the sky, palms, fingertips toward your spine. Find your breath. Now, bringing those hands back to the floor. Go ahead and step back to plank, and then just shift right to your downward facing dog. And then 3 breaths here. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. After your 3rd breath, we're going to bring the right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hips, but keep the shoulders level this time. Really level them out. Push your left heel to the floor. Now you're going to bring your right knee to the right elbow, going to pigeon. Right ankle to the left. Slide your left leg back so your knee and your foot is on the mat. And just shift your body side to side. This is where if you're far away from the mat, to sit on a block. And then you can start to walk your hands forward. Head to the mat. You can reach your arms out. If this bothers your knee, you can do reclining pigeon, which is laying on your back, holding onto the back of the thigh. And you can even extend that leg up or down and hold the shin. So you got a couple options there. And just let your body relax. Sometimes it takes the first 10 seconds for the fight or flight of our muscles to give us movement and relax a little more. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, let go of any tension in the body. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. And then you're going to start to walk your hands in, up towards your shins, lengthening through the body. Just feel that lovely stretch. Doesn't that feel delicious through the left quad? And push into your left top of your foot. Feeling that stretch. Now you're going to tuck your back left toe under. Slowly take your time coming out of your pigeon, shifting to your down dog, maybe rotating your right hip. The knee is bent, loosening things up. You can even extend the leg and then bring it back to the floor. And we're going to bring that left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack those hips, pushing your right heel to the floor, leveling out those shoulders. And then bring your left knee to the left hand. And take your time shifting into this posture. And again, just rock yourself gently side to side. The top of your right foot and knee is on the floor. Sitting on a block if you have a ways to go. And then gently melting towards the floor. And breathe. And again, same thing on this side. If this bothers your knee, maybe one side's easier than the other, you can lay on your back. You can cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and you can pull the knee in for a reclining pigeon. Melting into it, give the body time to relax in the posture, never forcing it. One side might be easier than the other. That just means you're normal. Maybe pushing into that right foot a little bit might help get you a little deeper into the posture. And when you finish your next round of breathing, we're going to start to walk the hands in towards the shin, lengthen through the spine. Feel that nice stretch, pushing into that top of your right foot, lengthening. Now you're going to sit from here. If you're on a block, you're going to slide the block out. I want you to sit on your left hip and pull that right leg in and cross it over the left thigh. If this is very challenging for you, feel free to straighten out that left leg out front and just cross it over that. Take the right arm, wrap it around, left arm, wrap it around the right leg. I'm backwards there. Reach the hand behind you, lift and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Find your breath. Now from here, you're going to release. You're going to take that foot, unwind it, bring it out in front. Bring your left leg out. Now from here, you're going to tuck your right foot under, or you can keep the leg straight and bring your left foot across your right thigh. Lengthen through the base of the spine. Now take your right arm, wrap it around that left knee, reach your left arm behind you, and look over that left shoulder. And just feel that nice stretch through the glute. Feel your belly pressing against the thigh. Find your breath. This is where we notice which hip and glute might be a little tighter. No judgment, we're just observing. One more breath. Now we're going to release, slowly coming back to center. Unwind those legs. Go ahead and place both feet flat on the floor. Fingertips behind the back on the floor. Spread out the fingers and then press into the palms. Open up that heart. Maybe that's plenty for you. Maybe you want to press into the feet and find a reverse table. Optional, looking up at the sky, pushing into the right foot. If you want a little extra challenge, you can straighten your left leg. Keeping those hips up. Option to lift your left leg up. Cross the ankle over the right thigh, keeping those hips up. And then you're going to lower your hips with the ankle crossed towards your heels. And then use your hands to walk yourself up, pushing your body towards your shin. So if you did not cross your ankle on that reverse tabletop, just straighten out your leg, place your ankle across the thigh, and then your first goal will be to get your heel on the floor, and then maybe the foot flat, and then maybe getting towards the heel to the glute. Lots of options here. Please pick the variation that works for you. Rotate the ankle both directions. Then flex it, see if you can go a little deeper. Draw both legs slightly to your right. Might feel a nice deep glute stretch. Now you're going to slowly straighten out the right leg, uncross the left, place the foot flat, realign those hands, and then we're going to bend that right knee. So we're back where we started. Let's go back into our reverse table. Now if you'd like, you can try the other leg. This time the right leg extends, holding it up. Option to lift it up. Option to bend the knee, cross the ankle over the left thigh. And then you're going to sit your hips down towards the floor, sending them forward. And again, if you didn't cross your leg or go into that reverse table, then what you would do is just straighten the leg, cross the foot over the ankle if it's doable, and then slide into it. Good glute stretch. And again, do the best that you can. Rotate the ankle. Maybe this one you want to lay on your back. That works too. Draw both legs slightly to your left. And your hands can be forward or back with the way the fingers are facing. Good. Now we're going to release that left leg and then uncross the right. Go ahead and find your Dandasana, your staff or stick pose, sitting up nice and tall, placing the hands next to the body. And then reach both arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, pull that right knee in and then let it drop open to the side. So the bottom of your foot is in against the thigh. It can be the knee or the shin, again, wherever it works for you. If the knee is way high up because you have tight hips, set a block under the leg. Place both hands on the floor, but lengthen through the spine. So your hands are reaching towards the floor. Maybe this is plenty for you. Notice what's going on in the hip. And then we start to walk the hands forward, toward on either side of that leg. Make sure you can shake out that leg, feeling the length. Tuck your chin slightly so your neck is in alignment. If you can reach your foot, you can try to hold on to the foot. Another deep breath, and on the exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper. Now I want you to take your left hand and place it by your hip on the floor. Take your right hand and place it on the outside of your right knee. Left knee. Right hand on left knee. Lift and lengthen. Reach now a little further behind you with the left arm and twist towards your left, away from your bent knee. Now you're going to come up and you're going to twist the opposite way. Right hand behind you, hold on to the right knee with the left hand, lift and twist, and look behind. Feel the stretch all the way through your neck. Pull that left shoulder down. Good. We're going to release to the front. Straighten out the right leg, and let's pull that left knee into the chest. And then let it fall open. And again, put a block under that leg if that is better for you, if it doesn't quite hit the ground or if it's quite a ways up. I want you to be comfortable in that hip and that back. And then we're going to sit tall. Place one hand on either side of your leg. And then start to walk forward. Very slowly. You can shake out that leg a little. Give it time to relax. Maybe you can reach for your foot. Tuck your chin so your neck is in alignment with your spine. And just breathe here. Never force the stretch. Give it time. Maybe you can melt a little deeper now. Now we're going to start to adjust our hands. We're going to reach the right hand back by your hip, left hand onto the right knee. Lift, lengthen, start to twist back to your right and reach your right hand back or up, either way. Preferably on the floor, give yourself a little support. Flexing your right ankle. Now we're going to slowly release, pivot to the other side. So your right hand's going to your left knee, left hand behind you, lengthen and twist, look behind you. Pull your right shoulder down as you look and twist. Feel the stretch through your neck, the shoulder. One more breath. Now you're going to release the hands, come back to center. Go ahead and pull your right knee in and let's find our butterfly. Bottoms of the feet together, holding on to the ankles, and just let your knees flap up and down, holding on to those ankles. Lift and lengthen through that spine. And then let your legs relax. Start to bend your elbows, pulling them in towards your rib cage so your body automatically leans forward. Option to set your elbows out to the side, onto the thighs. Giving a little extra assist. Let your toes relax. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, relax a little deeper into the posture. And then inhale, rise all the way up. And let's hug the knees into the chest. Hold on to the wrists, forearms, or elbows, toes up. Lengthen through the spine. Pull the belly in as you start to reach the arms forward. Slide those heels forward. Finding your boat. Relax, slide those shoulders down and back. You can be holding the thighs or not. You can be bringing the feet up or not. Or you can have hold on or let go. Lots of options. Feel that core working. No pain in the low back, be mindful. Let's find our cactus arms. And then slowly rotate to your right, pulling your right elbow towards the floor, but not quite touching. And then come back to center. And let's try the other side. And if you're holding on, you just can reach to one of the thighs, either one. And then come back to center. Let's hug the knees, but try to float the feet above the floor. Take a deep breath in. Now you're going to exhale, roll your body all the way back down onto the floor. And then let's reach the arms overhead, point the toes, full body stretch. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back down by the floor, bend the knees, place those feet flat on the floor. Reach your hands towards your heels or your ankles. And let's find our bridge, pressing into the feet, lifting those hips. Might be a little easier now to find our bridge. And then slowly lowering those hips. And let's find our cactus arms. Bring the backs of the hands to the floor. Elbows are bent. You're going to have your feet about hip distance apart, and you're going to drop both knees to your right. And just enjoy that nice stretch. Look to your left. Now you're going to turn your head to neutral. Go ahead and bring your knees up. And then drop your knees to the left and turn your head to the right. And just notice the difference on this side. How does this side feel compared to the other when you were twisting? Feel your body relax a little deeper. And then bring your head to neutral. Go ahead and bring both knees back to center. Push your low back into the mat, really tucking those hips under. Reaching the fingertips towards your ankles or heels again. Walking the feet in. Now we're going to lift to a bridge. An option to interlace your fingers and even walk your shoulders underneath. Really lengthening, draw the knees in slightly. You can also turn your head to one side if you'd like. And try turning your head to the other side, feeling the stretch in the neck. And then bring your head back to center, walk the shoulders out, release the fingers all the way back to the floor and then the hips. We're going to hug the knees into the chest and give them a rock side to side. Massage that low back. Finding your center, go ahead and extend both legs all the way up, flexing the feet. Option to reach for those two big toes. Feel that nice lengthening. Now, option to keep holding the right toe and let the left go all the way to the floor. Let your left arm rest on the floor. Using your core, lift that left leg back up. Grab hold with those two fingertips, or you can hold behind the thigh. Release the right leg. Let it slowly come all the way down to the floor. Feeling the stretch in the left. And then slowly coming back up. Release both feet. And then you can bend the knees. Give them one last squeeze. If you would like a happy baby, you can grab hold of the toes with the elbows and the knees wide. You can rock just very gently. And then find your center. Releasing the knees, we're going to bring the feet to the floor. And then option to keep the knees bent, or you can straighten them out. Finding your Savasana, closing your eyes, opening up the heart, palms are up, legs fall open, and just breathe in. And breathe out. And again in and out, and feel a calmness wash over the body. Feel it starting to relax. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then you can roll to either side if you'd like, and give your knees a squeeze. And then take your time coming up to a seated posture. Easy seat Sukhasana, lengthening through the spine. Check in with that posture, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And then take a nice deep breath in, reach the arms overhead, exhale, palms to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.